track down.
Well, you found me. Ms. Croft.
While at Summer Game Fest this year, Summer Game Fest 2026, we got to really get our hands on with a lot of amazing titles. And one that was not really a shocker, but my jaw hit the floor whenever I realized how amazing this experience was Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis. So Legacy of Atlantis is a reimagined version of the original launched title Tomb Raider. And with Legacy of Atlantis, I'm going to read this to you real quick. Players will step into the boots of Lara Croft as she embarks on a treacherous global-trotting quest to discover the lost city of Atlantis. With jaw-dropping visuals, modernized gameplay, and new surprises that honor the spirit of the original game, immersive environments, familiar puzzles, and redefined with new mechanics and unforgettable moments like the epic battle against the T-Rex. That's right. The T-Rex is back, baby. And as well as the T-Rex, there's raptors, there's mythological creatures, there's wolves, there's jaguars, there's bears, there's all different types of wildlife and crazy creatures that you'll have to face off against, as well as facing off against some mercenaries that are there to stop you from finding the information and the treasures that you seek. Built from the ground up with an expanded narrative, new cinematics, new explorable areas, and new secrets woven throughout. The classic story has been enriched with deeper connections that bridge Lara Croft's defining adventure to her future in ways that the studio is very, very excited to showcase. Exploring treacherous landscapes filled with ancient artifacts and hidden secrets, from the jungles of Peru to the crumbling ruins of Greece, the deserts of Egypt, and mysterious islands shrouded in myth. So this game is kind of a breath of fresh air into the Tomb Raider series. The Tomb Raider Survivor series was great and a lot of fans loved it, but me personally, it's not that I didn't like it. I just felt like it was too much of an Uncharted type of experience. There was too much of it just seemed too Uncharted. I don't know how to explain it outside of saying it was too much like Uncharted. It didn't feel like Lara Croft. Lara Croft to me always kind of stepped out on its own because of the unique story. Like I said earlier, like the mythological aspect as well. And maybe that's where like Naughty Dog took a lot of inspiration from the Tomb Raider series with different types of things. But Nathan Drake is, a pretty transformative character. He's very well known in the games industry and the gaming universe. But I said in the games industry like he's alive. But we're here, as I said, to talk about one of the best games that I played at Summer Game Fest. We did give them, we gave Crystal Dynamics and Flying Wild Hogs a Best of Summer Game Fest award while we were there, and this is why. The gameplay is very fast-paced. This style of gameplay is very classic and true to the past and roots of Lara Croft. One thing that I really liked was the puzzle system being 100% back. It really brought a lot of memories from those classic lore games. The sprawling scenery as well with these massive level designs was really fascinating. The puzzle system, as I said, is something really special. So in the puzzle system, in Legacy of Atlantis, familiarized puzzles have been redefined with entirely new mechanics. Every puzzle is grounded in the culture and history of its location, feeling more authentic to ancient mechanisms that belong in the spaces. So that is one really big thing that I think was a really big improvement. Of course, in the original, these puzzles were a really big part of the game, but they weren't really kind of centralized to the time frame or to the theme of the level. But this is something that they have revamped in this version of Lara Croft. Lara Croft's combat as well is fantastic. It's got very fluid and dynamic combat that showcases the classic Lara Croft with her double pistols. She is very kind of limber, jumping around and doing all this stuff, but she also has a grapple hook that she can use, and she has a pickaxe or a mountain climbing pickaxe. I don't know. I know I'm a fool for saying it like that, but pickaxes are usually used for, mining coal. I don't know. I'm thinking about Minecraft, but you know what I'm talking about. The red little pickaxe that she has in her hand, okay? From the Survivor series and all that. It was really fantastic. So the combat was very fast-paced. It was really intense. And when you get to the moment that you're fighting against some of the raptors, as well as being chased by the T-Rex, there's a really cool combat system that kind of comes into play, and that is the focus system. So it actually gives you the opportunity, if you push the button at the right time, when you're in these high pressure situations, you're able to kind of jump out of the way and really kind of focus or turn your character to where you can do these perfect headshots or do all different types of stuff. And as I said, there's going to be multiple different enemy styles in this game that will feature not just wildlife but mercenaries as well, and I think that system can come into play really great. The gameplay was, of course, very smooth, as I said, as you traverse and travel. The movement styles were really great, but one thing that I really liked in the gameplay is, outside of the fact that it was fast-paced, the merger with gameplay and graphics with the underwater gameplay moments, they were really cool. Being able to jump off the top of these ledges, and how before you go to hit the water, Lara actually crosses her arms, puts her legs together to where she dives in perfectly with feet first, and then that kind of scene of you coming up right whenever you hit the water, and the beautiful visuals that they had in that game were something that was really kind of a jaw-dropping experience. And that kind of moved into those moments that, like, when I climbed out of the water and started looking around the level, I was struck by awe, because the game is rendered in Unreal Engine 5 and it looks fascinating. It looks really great. And to see this reimagining of Lara like we haven't seen in some time. I mean, it's been some time since we've had a Lara Croft game that was like this. That was a very big action adventure that felt classic, that had that new age style gameplay but had that classic kind of feel. I was super down for this. So I didn't really go into full detail on like the story or what was really going on in that demo. I kind of more or less just tried to focus in on the gameplay. And what was really cool about that gameplay is, yes, the traversal was very fluid, very easy to move about. The combat was really cool as well, but the spectacle of the game was something that was just, it was wild for me. There were so many times that I was going to do these puzzles or find certain little Easter eggs or treasures or whatever, and as I was looking for those treasures and Easter eggs, I would kind of find myself stopping and just looking around the game, because I was like, man, this looks massively like 10 times better than I ever thought that it would be. I don't know why, but before I went in to do my hands-on, I kind of thought that it was going to be like a top-down experience. And though I would have been okay with that, I was like, man, it would be great if this was a third person, like over-the-shoulder action-adventure style game. And that's exactly what it was. And I was really shocked, telling the dev teams that I was just super excited about this, because this is the type of action adventures that me and Dara, even the kids, really like to play. We like to have those games that kind of push you to the limit on combat and action, while also really kind of making you think about certain elements like the puzzles. And I really think this game is going to be something special. As I said, the combat was really cool. Fighting against the raptors was fascinating. It was so awesome. We were jumping left and right, trying to dodge them, and then I realized that there was that focus moment, and being able to do that focus jump out of the way and like turn her back right in time to shoot those raptors. I had a moment where I like turned back around, popped the Raptors in the head a couple of times. I had already hit him in the body a couple of times with those dual pistols, and he fell like mid-focus. It was so cool. But then when that T-Rex came out, dude, oh my God, my heart was pounding. I was excited. I cannot wait to play this game more whenever it comes out this coming February to PlayStation, Xbox, Steam, and Nintendo Switch 2. There will be a collector's edition as well, but we will hopefully be able to review this game for you guys and share more. I do hope you enjoyed the B-roll that was on there, as well as a little bit of the trailer elements. Big shout outs to Crystal Dynamics and Flying Wild Hogs, as well as Amazon Game Studios, for giving us this opportunity to sit down with this game. As I said, we did give this game, I don't know if I said that in this. I have recorded this a couple of times, but we did give this game a Best of Summer Games Fest award, and it is well deserved of it. So we will be talking to you very soon about some more games that we got to check out at Summer Game Fest. Please make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Peace out.